Hey everybody, Elias Dummer here. I'm just here today to share a little bit of the story behind my new song, Enough.
Jesus, you are enough. Jesus, you are enough.
Years ago, when I was with my band, the City Harmonic, we had a really great moment. We had a season where things were going well and all that kind of stuff. It had been a dream of mine to be in a band that toured the world and had a song on the radio, and most importantly to me anyway, songs that were being sung in churches. And it was really hard not to get my identity caught up in that. In 2016, I helped to plant a church here just outside Nashville as the band was kind of breaking up, and in a friendly way, of course, but as we planted this church, I had an incredible conversation with my good friend Olivia Turco, who works with youth at the church, and I grew up in the neighborhood in the area that we planted the church. So I'd love to kind of let you in on a conversation between Olivia and I, talking about that very thing and my new song, Enough.
I'm not what I make, I am who you have made me to be. I'm not what I've done, I'm loved unconditionally.
Hey guys, I'm here with my friend Olivia Turco, and Olivia sang. She's the incredible backing vocalist that you hear on the song Enough, and she is also in the music video. But when I originally wrote the song with my friends Jeff and Tom, it was right on the back of having a conversation with Olivia, who works with youth at our church, about what it's like to be a teenager today, to grow up in this area. And so yeah, Olivia, why don't you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so when we were starting the village, it was first kind of planting, and we were getting the youth group going. We were trying to look at, what is going on in the world today? What are teens dealing with in, specifically our community, but also just around the world. And one of the statistics that we found was that Williamson County, which is where we're kind of in the middle of a couple counties, but it has the second highest teen suicide rate in the state.
Wow.
And so what we were kind of looking at is just this constant trying to perform and trying to succeed and trying to show who they are. And when you're 15 or 14 or 12, there's so much trying to figure out who you are. What am I going to do? What's my thing? And
Or any age.
I speak for the teens, but also I can relate.
Here we are.
I grew up in the same area, and I think I grew up. I put a lot of pressure on myself. My parents were lovely.
Yeah.
But I think growing up, I was sort of on the front end of some of the what our culture is doing today with technology and all sorts of things. Just that constant pressure to be performing, not just in class or in what you're doing, but in social media and how do I show my friends that I'm doing well, and seeing adults kind of do it, but trying to navigate that as a 14-year-old.
Well, and we're kind of given that sense that we're supposed to be enough on our own. We're supposed to achieve whatever that thing is that we're chasing all by ourselves, without anybody's help, without Jesus. It's just like this sense of self-sufficiency, the help you find at the end of your own arm, the pursuit of happiness. And so when I sat down to write the song with Jeff and Tom, we were talking about that very thing, how at the end of the day, we're told that we're supposed to be enough on our own, and we're not. We were reading Colossians 1, verses 9 to 20, talks about the supremacy of Christ, how Jesus was there in the beginning and sustains us today. And we thought, man, it would be so powerful to take on some of those lies. The idea that you're only as good as what you make or earn, the idea that you're only as lovable as your ability to love, the idea that you're only, as good as the people that you know, and say, no, Jesus loves you no matter who you are. Jesus is enough so that you don't have to be. And so that's why we wrote this song. Thanks, Olivia. So maybe you can relate. The idea of having to make your own way in the world or else. The idea of having to go to a particular school or get a particular job or promotion or make a particular amount of money in order to finally have made it. Well, guess what? It's never true. You've never made it in those things. It's so important that we do the work of combating those lies
and say, I am not enough and I don't need to be, because Jesus is enough for me. That's why I wrote this song. Honestly, it's a song that I would love to be true of every minute of my life, but it probably isn't. It's maybe as aspirational as it is inspirational for me. There's songs that you write that you work on for a long time, and maybe for me, this is one of those songs that continues to work on me. And I pray, my prayer is that for churches all over the world and for you listening, that it's a song that does that for you too, helping you to fall more and more in love with Jesus, helping you to love Jesus more and more every day of your life, and to recognize that if you have Jesus, you have all you need. Thanks for watching. I'm Elias Dummer. Be sure to hit subscribe. On my channel, I'm going to be talking about worship leading, following Jesus, discipleship, how to play some of my songs on guitar and piano, and all that sort of thing. So if that's your jam, hang around.